There's a lot of spirits on this property. There's a lot. Okay, so I'm following Steve. We're on a new place.
Not sure what we're gonna find.
Not sure what we're gonna find. Steve kind of saw this on a map, did a little bit of research to where it was located. We had to get permission because it's like on a road way out in the middle of nowhere.
Class 6 road.
Class 6
people
road,
that live
and
there, so
the people live right at the entrance of the road that we're walking on right now. So we had to stop and get some permission. And we got a little bit of a hike. So stay tuned. So I'm going to tell you what Steve's saying because you're not going to be able to hear him. But he said that the gentleman that he just spoke with said that there's a spot of an old cabin out here.
Yeah, not super old, I don't think, but there was an older gentleman that used to come in and during hunting season, and just like a one-room cabin. And then I don't know the time frame, but not too long ago, I guess he tore it down because he'd only come up once or twice a year. And when he'd get here, his cabin would be destroyed.
Oh.
Where people were going in and wrecking it on him. So he ended up. He said he was elderly anyways. So said he's
I
probably
hear waterfalls.
passed on by now, but we'll potentially check that.
He said there's a couple that are out here. Like my battle scar from yesterday, right here. Smacked in the woods. Smacked by a tree branch in the woods. This is nice. I'm gonna turn it around. We're approaching the site that the cabin would have been on. Right here, this is the cellar hole right here. Here's a small one. And we have the interesting stone walls with openings and enclosement. It looks like there's debris over in that corner. Huh? Oh, another foundation right here. Your exercise doing this. That's for sure. So we kind of have some places that we know, we stumble upon, and we just venture off, and then other places that Steve will look up and see where some cellar holes are, and then we just try to go find them. Anything up that way?
I didn't see anything further. I think there is one more place somewhere up there.
Okay.
This would be the first one we come to.
So we'll start here.
Might as well start here.
So where Steve is right now, like you always try to visualize the house here and the layout of the stones. Like that almost looks like that's like an entrance right there, whether it's the back door or the front door. I don't know. Probably the back door, because I have to assume that the road we're walking up on was the road getting here. But one of the neat things about coming way out here is that nobody's been out here. So we should find something. All right, first dig. What was this coming up as?
We're skipping between, but the high was a 46. interesting.
Okay.
Let's see. Rocky.
Oh, it's a button.
Started off with
Start
a
with
nice
a button.
two-piece.
It looked like a clump of soil to me at first. Oh, it's a two-piece one?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Definitely has something on it. Still has a shank on it.
That's neat. Oh, yeah.
It's kind of interesting because
Is it a design or is it kind of like,
I don't know.
it's
I
kind
might
of
let it dry a little
closer.
bit before I try and clean it too much.
Try to get you guys in focus here. Yeah, it's hard to say. That's pretty neat.
I mean, some of the, I know I'm pipe dreaming, but some of the military buttons are like raised like that, which
That would be neat.
would be kind of cool.
Are you kidding me?
No.
It's raining. Is there something more in there?
Yeah, there is.
I can't bend closer because I'll end up falling on Steve. Wouldn't that be neat if you found a whole bunch of them? Am I in your way? No, branches are.
That one wasn't very deep either.
I'm gonna let him dig a little bit.
It's all rocky here. I don't know.
Kind of like in between a piece of porcelain. China or something. Where is it? Nail, right?
No, I think it's just
Oh,
a piece of some sort of metal, but probably like a bucket or a can or something.
I'm gonna let him dig. Okay, so he's still in that same area. It's just very rocky, so I'm kind of pausing it. In hand. What is-
Oh, it's a casing.
oh, it's a casing. Okay.
9mm.
9mm. There's a lot of stuff in this area.
22.
22. So. But again, okay, so this is a perfect example though. You're digging up bullets around where a button was.
Yeah.
So that goes to show, I mean, there's like multiple, you have a nail,
Yeah.
another piece of metal, and then bullets, and then this button. So it kind of just got reminding ourselves to, we just have to kind of dig. Keep digging. Don't just assume the signal tells exactly what it is. So we're still just around the cellar hole. 764.
It's jumping a little bit between, but I was the same signal as that button. We're still in
Is this the chimney area?
the rim of the house. Well, I would say that was a chimney there, but
What's that?
so lead maybe. It's lead, but I'm sure it must be just a thinking piece of flashing or something. Yeah. I know I've said it before, but they use lead for all sorts of stuff back in those days. Use it for flashing or even like soldering, I think. And this is kind of their go-to material.
What's this one?
30. It was a 37, now it's 32. It's solid rock. Oh, I see it. Another. What is it?
Oh, wait a minute. Is that a symbol?
No, it's the brass off a bullet.
Oh. I was gonna say, wow, it looked like it.
Looks like somebody probably shot it right into that rock. That's the only thing with the old
So
bucket.
can I see that for a second? I have a question for you. So like if let's just say that this is the signal here.
Yeah.
How close does that, so if you have that over here, will it pick up this? I'm just curious the range of the pinpointer. I know all you seasoned people will know the answer to this, but so you got to be pretty close to it. Okay.
If you can set when I do that, like you'll see, that's picking that piece of lead up, right?
Okay.
So
So you got a little
that's
higher.
a different
Okay.
setting.
Yep. Okay. I was just curious because not all of us that watch this will know that. Well, my case in point myself. I'm learning based on.
it goes one click, or one beep, two beeps, or three beeps.
Mm-hmm.
One beep being the least sensitive, three beeps being the most.
Okay.
So I keep it on 2. It's kind of like the middle of the road. So if I'm struggling with a target and I know there's something down there, but I just can't seem to get it, I'll put it on 3, so it will at least tell me if I'm in the right spot.
Okay.
It says 26 or 27, but the only reason I'm going to do it is because it's kind of in the range of what a nickel would be. You don't very often find nickel, but that's just a piece of metal.
Oh,
Piece of cast.
like a pot. Maybe it's a coin that was sitting inside the pot. Or a nickel.
And it's just pieces of that same thing, maybe.
Wow. I pulled out another piece of, which looks like it was probably the pot. Like that's
Like a
little-
bean pot kind
Yeah.
of thing, that would be a leg.
That's cool.
There's more
That's
of it
still
in there.
neat. That would have been an everyday item, used every day. I'm sure.
Gotta make a stew.
There's another piece right there. I think it would be neat to find like all of the pieces and put it together. I'm not saying you have to do that, but I just think that would be neat to find a pot that had.
Can borrow my shovel.
Neat. So just a surface find of what looks like maybe a shovel.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got a bolt hole there. Or maybe it was like a bucket, and that was the handle of it.
Yeah.
Probably a piece of it somewhere here.
Yeah, another piece of it.
There's a lot of stuff. You just see your shovel, huh?
There you go. We found a stone.
New Hampshire, can you believe it?
Yeah.
You know what's weird?
What?
Is these stones here are totally different than most other places we go in New Hampshire. These are like, they're like broken, you know what I mean? They're not,
Yeah.
these are right here. I see it.
You too? What is it? Ooh, ooh.
It's the D off of either a Dodge or a Honda or a Ford or a, I would say, I don't know, maybe not. Got a little thing on the back of it.
I don't think this man had a vehicle. So I was just gonna say that this was a nice walk. It was a nice hike. We didn't find a ton of things, but the button was really cool. And what I'll probably do is composite a few of some of our digs that have been just a
successful ones as far as finding relics.
Well, like the other day we did which you can watch this at the end. The other day we went out just for a walk and found like a dump pile and kind of dug up a couple things there. It was kind of neat, interesting. Just a day in the woods. Watch where I'm going here. But this was definitely a fun walk.
And it does look, it's one of those things, it's like fishing, I guess. You go fishing, you don't catch a fish every time. You go hunting, you don't bring home your quarry every time, so it is discouraging because I watch other videos and stuff and I'm like, how the heck do they do that? But they're, different areas, different techniques. And like I said, I'm glad that we were able to.
The button was cool.
Clean it up when we get home and see if it has any design on it. It looks like it potentially could. See, this is another opening. Is it a square opening or is it a? I think that's it.
Yeah, it definitely is a intriguing spread of the land here. And there's a lot of ground to cover.